Hello and welcome to my channel, where I share with you the wisdom and insights of Stoicism, a philosophy of life that can help you to live well in a chaotic and unpredictable world. Stoicism is not a new or trendy idea. It is an ancient and timeless one. It was founded by Zeno of Citium in the 3rd century BC and developed by many great thinkers such as Seneca, Epictetus, and Marcus Aurelius. Stoicism has influenced many leaders, artists, and thinkers throughout history, and it is still relevant and applicable today. Stoicism teaches us how to focus on what we can control and to accept what we cannot. It also guides us to cultivate virtues such as wisdom, courage, justice, and self-discipline. By practicing Stoicism, we can achieve happiness and peace of mind, regardless of the external circumstances. In this video, I will share with you 11 things you should quietly eliminate from your life in 2024, according to Stoicism. These are the things that are unnecessary, harmful, or distracting from your true purpose and happiness. By eliminating these things, you can free yourself from the burden of excess and focus on what truly matters. Are you ready to learn and apply the Stoic principles and practices? If so, then keep watching and let's get started. 1. Complaining. Complaining is a waste of time and energy. It does not solve any problems, but only magnifies them. Instead of complaining, try to find a solution or learn from the situation. As Marcus Aurelius said, "Don't waste the rest of your time here worrying about other people, unless it affects the common good. It will keep you from doing anything useful." Example: instead of complaining about the traffic, use the time to listen to a podcast or an audiobook that can enrich your mind. 2. Blaming. Blaming is another form of complaining that shifts the responsibility from ourselves to others. It prevents us from taking action and improving ourselves. Instead of blaming, try to take ownership of your actions and outcomes. As Epictetus said, "No one is master of another's fate. That is in God's hands. And no one is master of another's moral character. That too is God's business. But each of us is responsible for his own actions and character." Example: instead of blaming your boss for your stress, take charge of your work-life balance and set healthy boundaries. Comparing. Comparing is a source of envy, insecurity, and dissatisfaction. It makes us feel inferior or superior to others, depending on how we measure ourselves. Instead of comparing, try to appreciate your own strengths and achievements and respect those of others. As Seneca said, "The happy person is content with their present lot, no matter what it is, and is reconciled to their circumstances." Example: instead of comparing yourself to your friend who has a bigger house, be grateful for the home you have and make it cozy and comfortable. 4. Judging. Judging is a form of arrogance and ignorance. It assumes that we know better than others and that we have the right to criticize them. Instead of judging, try to understand and empathize with others, and to be humble and open-minded. As Marcus Aurelius said, "Whenever you are about to find fault with someone, ask yourself the following question: what fault of mine most nearly resembles the one I'm about to criticize?" Example: instead of judging your neighbor for their political views, try to understand their perspective and find common ground. 5. Procrastinating. Procrastinating is when we are lazy and scared to do the things that matter. We do the easy and fun things instead. This makes us stressed and worried because we have less time and more problems. Instead of procrastinating, we should do the important things first and not let our doubts stop us. As Seneca said, "Life goes by fast while we waste time." Example: instead of putting off your taxes, decide when to finish them and treat yourself when you do. 6. Pleasing. Pleasing is a form of dependence and insecurity. It seeks the approval and validation of others at the expense of our own values and happiness. It also makes us vulnerable to manipulation and disappointment, as we cannot please everyone. Instead of pleasing, try to be authentic and assertive, and to follow your own path. As Epictetus said, "I have to die. If it is now, well, then I die now. If later, then now I will take my lunch, since the hour for lunch has arrived, and dying I will tend to later." Example: instead of pleasing your parents by choosing a career they want, follow your passion and pursue what makes you happy. 7. Escaping. Escaping is when we try to run away from our problems and feelings by using drugs, watching TV, or daydreaming. It does not help us to deal with our issues, and it stops us from growing and learning. Instead of escaping, we should pay attention to what is happening and how we feel, and face and solve our challenges. As Marcus Aurelius said, "Remember how many people have died, even though they were very smart or powerful or brave. Remember that you are not immortal and that you should live a good life." Example: instead of escaping from your problems by binge-watching Netflix, face them head-on and seek help if needed. 8. Hoarding. Hoarding is a form of greed and attachment. It seeks to accumulate and possess more than we need or deserve, whether it is money, material, or information. It also creates clutter and waste and reduces our generosity and gratitude. Instead of hoarding, try to simplify and declutter your life, and to share and give more. As Seneca said, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, that is poor." Example: instead of hoarding clothes you never wear, donate them to a charity or sell them online. 9. Hating. Hating is a form of anger and resentment. It seeks to harm or destroy those who have wronged or offended us, whether it is individuals, groups, or ideas. It also consumes our energy and peace, and lowers our morality and humanity. Instead of hating, try to forgive and let go, and to love and cooperate. As Marcus Aurelius said, "The best way to avenge yourself is not to become like the wrongdoer." Example: instead of hating your ex for breaking your heart, forgive them and move on with your life. 10. Fearing. Fearing is a form of anxiety and cowardice. It anticipates and exaggerates the negative and unknown aspects of life, whether it is pain, loss, or change. It also paralyzes our actions and decisions, and limits our potential and happiness. Instead of fearing, try to face and accept your fears, and to act and adapt. As Seneca said, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." Example: instead of fearing the unknown, embrace it as an opportunity to learn and grow. 11. Lying. Lying is a form of dishonesty and deception. It seeks to conceal or distort the truth, whether it is about ourselves, others, or the world. It also erodes our credibility and integrity, and harms our relationships and society. Instead of lying, try to be truthful and transparent, and to seek and uphold the truth. As Epictetus said, "If you wish to improve, be content to appear clueless or stupid in extraneous matters. Don't wish to seem knowledgeable, and if some regard you as important, distrust yourself." Example: instead of lying to your partner about where you were last night, be honest and transparent and build trust. In this video, we have learned about Stoicism, a philosophy of life that teaches us how to live well in a chaotic and unpredictable world. We have also learned about 11 things we should quietly eliminate from our lives in 2024, such as complaining, blaming, comparing, judging, procrastinating, pleasing, escaping, hoarding, hating, fearing, and lying. By doing so, we can free ourselves from the burden of excess and focus on what truly matters. We can also cultivate virtues such as wisdom, courage, justice, and self-discipline. Stoicism is not a set of rules or dogmas, but a way of thinking and living that can help us to achieve happiness and peace of mind. It is not about suppressing our emotions or being indifferent to others, but about managing them wisely and being compassionate and cooperative. It is not about avoiding or denying the challenges of life, but about facing and overcoming them with courage and resilience. Stoicism is a practical and relevant philosophy that can benefit anyone who wants to live a better life. It is not something we learn once and forget, but something we practice daily and improve. It is a journey of self-improvement and self-mastery that can lead us to the ultimate goal of Stoicism, eudaimonia, or human flourishing. If you enjoyed this video and found it useful, please show your support by liking and subscribing to my channel. By doing so, you will help me to create more content like this. You will also join a community of like-minded people who are interested in Stoicism and personal growth. But don't just stop there. I challenge you to put into practice what you have learned today. Pick one of the 11 things you should quietly eliminate from your life in 2024 and start working on it right now. Don't wait for tomorrow or next week or next year. The time to change is now. The time to live well is now. And don't forget to share your progress and results with me and the rest of the community. Leave a comment below and tell me which thing you chose to eliminate and how it has improved your life. I would love to hear from you and celebrate your success. To like and subscribe, just click on the buttons below and follow the instructions. It's that simple. Thank you for watching this video and for your support. I hope you have a great day and a wonderful year. Remember, the best way to live is according to nature, and the best way to die is with dignity. As Marcus Aurelius said, live a good life. If there are gods and they are just, then they will not care how devout you have been, but will welcome you based on the virtues you have lived by. If there are gods but unjust, then you should not want to worship them. If there are no gods, then you will be gone, but will have lived a noble life that will live on in the memories of your loved ones.